always taught me, you don't need a pat on the back. It's not a great responsibility when that's something that you're just supposed to do. You know, mowing the yard, taking out the trash every day of your life, or raising a child.
Right.
You know, but that's what you're supposed to do. I don't necessarily need pats on the back for something that I feel like I'm supposed to do. I own a music house. It's called A Banner Vision, and we've done, 14 campaigns from Mercedes-Benz to Pepsi to Marvel vs. Capcom, and the list goes on and on. A Gatorade commercial, Evolve. If you want a revolution, on a solution, Evolve. Our company did that. We've done music for Footloose, the new Footloose movie. So, the thing was, and this is amazing, I've been waiting for the opportunity to totally control, the score for a movie. And I finally get the opportunity, and this is actually one of the hardest times that I ever had, because in my head, I used to say, I want to do anything but hip hop. Like I want to show the world that I can score just like anybody else. But what God revealed to me is, okay, that was cool, but come back to where you got your blessing. So what I did, if you listen to the composition of the main theme, it goes off into the world just like a cat does. Because when we score, I give people a visual first. I want the music to talk about and go through the same thing that the show is going through. So if you listen to it, he's realizing that something is happening. And then as soon as he realizes he has this power, then he's thrusted into this world. And then just like anything else, once you realize something, it calms back down again. Then you realize what you have, and then you die. Just like in real life. I think the lack of people using excellent, great effects, I think comes from fear in a lot of cases of not being successful. Something that Idris Elba taught me. He said, well, brother, even though this is going to be a science fiction film, he said, never, ever depend on the special effects. He said the story has to be so intriguing that if you didn't have any special effects on it. So imagine if the story is great and you have amazing special effects. I love superhero movies. I love science fiction. I love the ability to be able to take somebody somewhere else. That's what rap music used to do for me. When I was young, Jackson, Mississippi was the murder capital of the United States. You have all of these big cities, and Jackson, Mississippi was the murder capital when I was in high school. So rap music took me to other places that made me forget about that pain. If you sell people short as it pertains to the graphics, and then you got to understand, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on a big screen, people are comparing you to the greatest films. I always tell rappers that, don't look at, whoever's you're rapping against across town. Once you step in front of that mic and you put it in front of the world, they got to pick whether they're going to listen to you or Eminem or you or Outkast or you or David Banner. That's the same way I want people to feel when they're dealing with walking with gods. We get so caught up into the budget sometimes. Pimp C from UGK taught me something. He said, spend that budget, man. He said, because if you make an excellent film, she'll bring you more than you ever invested back. But if you really, really tight and you just have a subpar film, then it's not going to bring you back any returns. Then you're going to lose money. So I had gotten to a point where we paid a lot of money that, the 2-in-1 contributors had given, but all the money was gone. And I was at a point where I had to decide whether I was just going to put out a cool film or if I was going to suck it up and make a great film, or can make the best possible film that I can make with what I have. I want each aspect of walking with God to live on its own. John Jennings has done such a great job with the art. You know, everybody that's associated with this film, I sort of want them to head up different compartments of it. You know, then from that, we start working on the comic book. You know, and from this aspect, we'll start working on the movie and the film. You know, then the television show. Now, let me look him in the camera and say something. If y'all want to see more episodes, because everybody has hit me online like, we want to see episode 5, go donate. This stuff ain't free. I promise y'all. And I'm tired of us leaving our leaders and our visionaries out there by ourselves. We talking and we applaud what people do, but if you really care and if you really like it, go to davidbanner.com, sign up for the 2-in-1 movement, whether it's $1, whether it's $1,000, $1 million, whatever it may end up being. It's not a donation because you're going to get something, whether it's a mixtape, whether it's the movie, it's something. But if we truly want to see our images continue to be, you know, in front of us and not controlled by other people, then we're going to have to support the people who are doing it great. People who are doing a great job. And hopefully I can always do that for you. Please help us. Regardless, I'm going to keep going. But I really appreciate everybody who has supported me, the people that I didn't talk about in this interview. I still love you, and I appreciate it, and God bless, and walking with God.